Alright, I'm not gonna lie. In a pretty dark and cold place right now. Total lizard brain trying to get into camp. And it's only day one. Morning everyone, we're here in Prineville. It's day one of the Ochoco Overlander and it's cold. It must be in the 20s, frost on the car. Today's gonna be a pretty good sized day, 60 miles, 5,000 feet of climbing. Just about to have the rider meeting and then the grand depart. We're here with James, who is the owner of Good Bike Co. and the organizer of this event.
Ochoco Overlander is a 220-mile circumnavigation of the entire Ochoco National Forest, about 60% plus on gravel or two-track roads, and upwards of about 18,000 feet of climbing. So people are showing up, they're excited, and we just have an awesome weekend ahead of us.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Tim Ray, he's running your stag. He's going to be the last person making sure nobody's behind him. Forrest is driving the gray Tundra. He's shuttling all your gear, a lot of our water, all the beer, a bunch of firewood, the generator for electricity. So he's our lifeline. Everybody's our lifeline. I prefer everybody to be in camp, getting their tent set up, getting in their warm, dry clothes by 5 o'clock. Be willing to take a ride if it comes to that, or be open if somebody says, hey guys, we got to get you in, or something happens, we're going to help you out. Have fun. I'm excited to ride with everybody. Thank you for coming to Prineville.
Scott,
how you doing?
So you've got a pinion drive and a belt. What's the difference between the belt and the chain that you feel?
You know, you don't have any maintenance. That's the big deal. That's what happens when you get old. you can't go as fast, but you get better equipment.
Day one. This first stretch is probably our most favorite part of all of Oregon, and that is the Crooked River. How you doing?
I'm cold. Just our luck that winter blew in this morning.
Usually we would probably fish somewhere around here. Probably not so much today. Saying bye to the Crooked. Such a beautiful place.
I'm kind of really enjoying these climbs right now, given how cold it is. You ready?
Yeah. Oh no, washboard. Oh. We hit our first section of gravel, and it's pretty washboardy. So this stretch of road is really tough because you kind of have to decide between a really rough washboard or a sandy shoulder, and it started raining. So there's that.
It's probably really beautiful when the sun's shining out here.
Can you give us a tour of the spread?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got all the toppings you can imagine. We've got ham and cheese and mayo. We've got PB&J. We have pickles for your salt fix. We've got trail mix, peanut butter M&Ms, Doritos, cheesy poofs, chips, everything from Hammer Nutrition. Thanks, Hammer.
Are these Hammer cheesy poofs?
Hammer cheesy poofs. Filled with electrolytes.
It's what plants crave. All right, it's still super cold and the rain is not letting up. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. Tent helps, snacks help. And I think from here we've got 22 more miles, mostly climbing, so that will hopefully keep us warm. I think we're all really looking forward to the campfire tonight. All right, on the bikes again, trying to stay warm. Just under 52 miles, 4,200 feet of climbing, and it's starting to rain. You having fun? Yeah. of a variety of fun.
It's gonna be definitely gonna be more fun in retrospect.
Yeah. Type 2 fun. They come down pretty good. We just, I think, hit the summit for the day. The final summit, I hope. Try to get down to the campsite as quick as we can. Oh, we made it. I'm shelled. My fingers are like so frozen.
We tried to time it so that we'd get here right before dinner.
There is a fire going.
Sweet.
If you guys are on a really bad place, use our vehicle to change.
Okay. So we're in our tent, end of day 1, and it was pretty challenging. I came in pretty shelled. It was just so cold.
Cold and wet. Man, that rain, it just came in hard, and it just sat on top of us. And yeah, and I think everybody was pretty much soaked through. Nobody was really expecting this, so.
But it was nice to have a campfire, dry off some clothes, chat with other riders. Tomorrow, day 2, they actually shorten the day a little bit just because of the weather. It makes already a really challenging, really hard.
So instead of being almost 80, it's going to be 60, something like that. Probably another 5,000 feet of climbing.
Yeah.
So still a big day, especially on the heels of today. But hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.
Fingers crossed.
So how'd you guys sleep?
Sleeping was fine. It was all the times I was awake.
It is day 2 here. We are all very slowly dragging ourselves out of our tents and trying to think about packing up. It rained all night. Thankfully it has let up now, and we're all crossing our fingers that it will hold and not rain anymore. Coffee is on, there's a breakfast fire, which was a really nice way to start the morning. We're gonna have to take down our very sopping wet tent and ride down the hill.
We have an incredible 10-mile descent here. It's a little slick, but I think everybody's managed to get through so far. It's going to spit us out on the Polina Highway. And yeah, everything, given the conditions, everything's going as well as we can hope. Spirits are high.
You ready?
Sure.
Mile 35. Pavement is a nice reprieve, and it looks like we should be coming up to Polina pretty soon. See how bustling the town Polina is.
This is like Easter or something.
Yeah.
You got visited by the Fireball Fairy.
Fireball Fairy.
This happened to
Where have you
everyone.
been for the last 24 hours?
You know what? I did find one in my bag as well.
Where's the Pappy Van Winkle Fairy?
We are in the town of Polina, and fueled up on some delicious chicken strips and some chips and some Pepsi and all the things, and hung out by their heater. And now we are gonna head out. I think we have about 25 miles left, so we're about 2/3 of the way through the day. A little bit more flat, and then all the climbing at the end.
Aid station of day 2. This is a rarely captured mating ritual of.
We didn't want you to miss it.
Yeah. We got 12 more miles, which isn't far horizontally, but vertically, we have to climb about 3,500 feet in 12 miles. So there's that. Cool little road, one lane. So we were riding around and I saw the most awesomest ground score, a machete. This is actually a machete of someone on the ride, so I think he's gonna be stoked to know that it is not lost. But yeah, machete packing, next big thing. All right, made it. Barely under the cutoff. Frozen. But there should be lasagna for dinner. Damn it. So we made it to camp, changed clothes, give you a quick tour. And tonight for dinner it is lasagna, and it's pretty good right now.
Today's elevation, 62.2 miles, 4,081 feet of climbing. Again, super proud of everybody. Like, everybody came in. The spirits are so awesome, which is incredible given the conditions that have been thrown at us.
Here you go.
I have the power.
Nice.
Dude, so I got to camp today and I was starting fire, getting things going, and this is like one of the most versatile tools I've ever carried.
Right.
It's one of the Bear Grylls, like, Gerber thing, but it's handy.
Yeah.
It weighs a ton.
Yeah.
I get a lot of shit for carrying it. But yeah, when I got here and I didn't have this, I was really sad. So thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no problem. Cheers.
Leftover lasagna and eggs. Kind of amazing.
Day 3, we're off again. Weather's looking better. Camp morale is pretty high after coming into camp and the sun coming out and getting lasagna. Howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Sunny morning.
Yeah, finally.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. What do you think of the sun?
Oh my god, it's so nice. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Those last few miles were like hooting and hollering, some of the most that was like the most amazing last couple of miles.
Just felt right.
That was so good. It's like the sun finally came out. We finally got to like see something other than just clouds. We're smiling.
It's amazing. So we're at the aid station of day 3. Spirits are pretty high. People are feeling more social. It's fun to ride in a group and talk to other people. I think the last couple days with all the rain, people have been in survival mode, but morale is high.
I think it's Nutella on a banana, but I'm just gonna take it up a notch and add M&Ms.
Oh dang!
Potato chips.
That's next level.
Yeah.
So this stretch is steep and chunky. Fair amount of climbing still, and the downhill should be pretty interesting.
The cutthroat is much better suited to this terrain than a warbird's one we did last year.
Let's begin.
All right, so we're nearing the top. It's pretty crazy up here. This climb is no joke. I'm stoked that at least this time it wasn't snowing. You actually get some views. What do you think of that road, Karen?
It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Yes. My bike turned into a Jeep.
Nothing rattled off. Well, we'll see how that how everything attaches on the downhill, because we're gonna dump all the elevation into camp. Yeah, let's do it.
Look at that view out there. Holy sh**.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Tank trap. Yay, we made it to Walton Lake Campground. This is the third
campground.
Third and last campground of Ochoco Overlander. It's nice to be coming to the end of the ride and having some sun. People enjoying themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a beautiful stretch this morning that was just gorgeous and glorious and great riding, and that made up for a lot.
Yeah. Now we just follow the salsa flag. Yay!
In the sun.
Yay! Before 4:30.
Right on. Nice work, you guys.
Nice.
Yay!
Actually came into camp early. The last couple nights we've been coming in just before dinner time. So I think I'm gonna throw a line in. Hopefully try to catch a fish here at Walton Lake. Would be awesome to catch a fish. Today was a lot manageable for everybody. I think everyone came in, it started. So lots of smiling faces, and the weather definitely made things better. Nice little tree stump in the water, some cover, so maybe something here. This looks like a fishy spot. Well, sadly no fish, but still a beautiful spot.
Yeah, gorgeous here.
So we're joined by Adam and Jessica from Emporia, Kansas.
Yep.
You may recognize Adam as One Take Blake on the Gravel Guru channel. So what do you guys think of riding in Oregon?
Challenging, beautiful, very scenic. Even the paved stretches have been beautiful.
And you guys are newlyweds. Congrats.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been a week.
Uh-huh.
Is it gonna still happen after this event?
We didn't break you, right?
No, not yet.
Stoked that you guys are here.
Yeah, thanks.
Here with Mike Meyer.
Yep.
So what do you think of the event so far?
It's fantastic. I've never been to a backcountry organized event like this before. The thing that I liked about the concept of this is that it's semi-supported backcountry adventure, so that I could ease my way into this sport, and that's done that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about doing things for the first time unsupported next time I go do them.
We're here with Jesse, another fellow rider. You just did an epic ride a couple of months ago. You rode the Silk Road.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. The hardest thing I've ever ever done.
Yeah.
And only made it 360 miles.
Yeah. So what do you think of this event so far?
Oh, it's a blast. It's like super well put together, super social, which is, you know, completely different than like racing.
Right.
In a race, you don't spend any time like talking to people and stuff. You're just constantly looking at your stem. Here, this is great. Like you ride with different people throughout the day and get to know everybody and sit in camp and have food and chill.
Right, so I'm here with Eric and Amy. What do you guys think of the event?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, highs and lows, but mostly highs.
So what was it about the event that made you want to try it as a first time kind of experience?
The food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have to carry our food, so the rest of it, we knew we could do the miles. We knew we could carry our gear. We thought there'd be highs and lows, and there were. But we like to eat good food, and there's been great food, beer, good company, so it's a good way to experience a first-time event.
I mean, to get 40 people together and like volunteers have smiles on their faces every day and keep us going, and it's really incredible.
Yeah, logistics are key.
Trailer's here.
The trailer's here, Ochoco Brewing Trailer.
We have to go through all those kegs.
Yeah, we're not leaving camp tomorrow morning until the beer's gone. Take care of yourself, but please help yourself to the beer. So again, strong day. I think everybody's excited to be at camp, and we got some blue skies and fire. We have some pretty sweet Ochoco Overlander patches. That's kind of, as Chuck says, it's kind of dangling the carrot out there. So these are going to be at the finish line tomorrow at Good Bike Co. So super cool. Again, Salsa provided these for our event. These are badass, and I'm super psyched to have it. So.
All right, everybody, morning of the last day, and the rain has returned. However, despite all that, the group morale is high. So how's the ride been for you?
Amazing. It's been great. Challenging, but really, really fun. And I've led a lot of trips on my own for a company doing bike trips, and the challenges of the terrain and where we are and how they put everything together, and they've thought of so much. A lot of little touches like
the Fireball Ferry?
Fireball Ferry, the Snickers Ferry. I mean, all of those things. I think that those are really good touches and makes a huge difference.
All right, so just had a camp meeting and presented with some options for a modified gravel route, just because the original path might be too muddy, too rutted. So it's been modified, about the same distance, same elevation, so just hope we don't get lost.
The rain came back. That's not awesome. But it's the last day, so everything could get wet. Who cares? And probably 5 hours or so from now, we get a shower.
Amen for that. All right, we're back on the gravel. Rain's coming down. Just one more day to tough it out. Also, it's really hard to film one-handed in this stuff. So it's pretty amazing is even despite the reroute, they were able to send the Salsa folks out ahead of time to mark the course, which is super nice. All right, we've been pace flying last couple miles at 20 miles per hour and coming in for the way to end the ride. Oh man.
Peloton!
Yeah! I think I hurt myself on that one.
Oh my god.
I like you got
I got so much road cred. I got so hot I had to take my gloves off.
Yeah.
And I stuffed them in my waistband because I didn't know what else to do with them.
That's pretty nuts. We don't usually do pace line, but it was the best way to get in.
That was
all right.
Not
nice.
my normal pace.
Yay! Thank you.
Oh yeah, the patch.
Right.
Walnut on the bottom.
Cool. Sweet design.
These are awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, Salsa.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, Good Bike Co.
There's our friend Eric from Bentonville. What do you think of the event?
Oh, I had an absolutely amazing time. Challenging conditions, but man, so fun. Adversity makes great memories, and I felt like the group bonded, pulled together, everybody helped each other, like no mechanicals, amazing. Yeah, solid.
Cool.
Solid performance.
Right. Good ride with you, man.
Yeah, first time riding with you, Russ.
Yeah, it's good. It's a epic adventure, man. One we'll remember for a long time.
Good job, Charles. Thanks for the ride. Strong work, guys.
Yeah.
Nice finish. Bam.
How was it?
It was challenging. It was awesome. I mean, that was awesome. If you're from Kansas, this isn't Kansas. For us, we have Flint Rock, which at least you can roll, and it's not so technical in the handling, you know. And then the downhill, you had to, you know, descend responsibly.
Congratulations on the completion.
Right on. Awesome.
Nice job, man.
Well, Chris was like, I want to make sure we earn the patch. Let's take the gravel. I'm not taking the patch without doing the full ride.
Well deserved. We didn't miss too many miles today. We got them all.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Over 200 miles circumnavigating the Ochocos, you guys. That's pretty big.
That was hard earned right there. The weather didn't give it up easy.
Own it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
The event was executed well. The weather took its toll. Everybody woke up every morning super happy and just got right back on their bike and kept riding. We made some changes. We're just north of 200 plus miles. We're back at the bike shop in Prineville. And we're done. Everybody's happy. There's beer, there's whiskey, there's warmth, there's showers. So yeah, I think we did it.
Sweet. Well, thanks for putting it on.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it's awesome.
So we're here with Joe, the head brewer of Ochoco Brewing Company and a sponsor and also a rider of the event. How was it for you?
Definitely the hardest ride I've ever done. Took a lot of beer to get through this ride, for sure.
So if this event was a beer, what kind of beer would it be?
It'd have to be like 3 beers layered in a glass, you know, something smooth and sweet and sultry to like talk you into it, and then something really harsh and bitter just to like punch you in the face a few times, and then something at the end, just like a little bit of reward, something delicious, you know, just the right amount of hoppiness and alcohol content to make you forget all the bad times, but remember all the good ones.
Nice. So you've got a year to make that beer. So we're back in Missoula. We've had a couple days to dry off and think about our experience at the Ochoco Overlander. What do you think?
Well, I think it was great. It was hard. It was a hard ride to start with, and then the weather just made it harder. So, you know, what are you gonna do, right? It's like part of the state that doesn't get that kind of weather, and it got that kind of weather, and you kind of have to roll with it.
I think despite all that, they put on a great route. I thought the food and the logistics and how they just rolled with the punches was pretty amazing.
You know, they went above and beyond to make sure that everybody was happy, even though we were like soaked and frozen, that we're still having a good time. You know, I think that it was like really invaluable that it was a ride that came from people who knew that area, so that when they did need to do reroutes, like James has ridden all of those roads. He knows what they look like and what their quality is and whether it's going to be a good road to, you know, reroute onto. So that was amazing.
So if you're considering the ride, you know, I would recommend it. You know, be prepared. It's a good place to try out bike packing if it's your first time, or if you like to go bike packing and don't want to deal with cooking. I mean, the food was really good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would totally recommend it. It was awesome. I mean, I feel like everybody that came out was super awesome, and everything about it, other than the weather. But you can't control the weather.
I think that's it for this video. You know, thanks again to James for putting it on, Salsa being a major sponsor. I don't think they've announced the dates for next year yet, but it sounds like they are going to do it again, so be sure to check out the website. I'll put the link in the description below. As always, keep the supple side down.